What's up, guys? Here with another video, and in this video I'll be talking about the MRI result and also more update about me, right? So yeah, and also I'll be talking about other real quick recap as of of how I feel right now. So I think like a couple days ago I was feeling like really a lot of pain. Like I just couldn't like move out of bed. Like I can like move, hardly walk. But today, like it's just so weird. Like now all of a sudden, like I can just stand up just fine, but my left leg still hurts more than the right one. So anyway, I'll be talking about the MIR result. So if you don't know what MIR is, it's just like it scans your entire body, but you should not be wearing anything metal with you while you're doing the scan, because or else it can severely injure you. So that's a quick heads up there, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people are aware of the MRI, right? So there is nothing wrong with my muscles. I'm like, you said you have muscle problem. I mean, like, no, it's because the MRI is negative. Negative means no rip, no torn muscle. So I still don't know what's wrong. I don't know why my leg is limping. Well, that's what the doctor told me. So the doctor just called me this morning and saying, my MRI is negative. So yeah, I only get scanned on my left eye because it hurts more than the right one. I guess I do not need to schedule an MRI appointment, for the rest of my body. Yeah, I don't need to do for my leg specifically, not even for the right thigh. So that means I don't have a torn muscle or inflated, tissues. My inflated, muscle tissues. I don't have it. And so, the doctor, suggests me to get an ultrasound. Ultrasound me checking for blood clot. I think that has to be it. Because today, I've been having this, but I somehow don't use it because I either forgot about it or it's because I'm afraid to get hurt. If I do too hard, I'm afraid that, it's gonna, like rip my muscle, rip my blood vessel, something like that. This has to be it. Like if you have blood clot and somehow you use this and you feel significantly better, I think this has to be it. But I'm not sure, but you can comment down below. Maybe using confidence, maybe like nobody tells me, like if I use this and make myself feel significantly better, then it has to be the blood clot, most likely. So how does blood clot happens? It's probably due to overtraining or due to excessive exercise, which has been happening in the past. So yeah, but if I put myself in this situation by excessive exercise, it is most likely my fault, right? A lot now, I talk to people, my family say that it isn't my fault, but I think I have to put this blame on myself. Like you should know your body has a limit, right? Don't go excessively hard, right? Just because you feel like it. Remember, facts over feeling, right? Don't do it because you feel like it. Do it if your body is in pain and body's tired, it's best if you stop. So that way you avoid further damaging it. I'm just so glad I didn't rip my muscles. That's the only thing I'm glad about, because who knows, man, like I would have, gone through a lot more, trouble than I am. But this is just a wake-up call, saying that, I better not, become very reckless, right? Yeah, just don't become really reckless and or etc. right? Whatever I do, right? But yeah, man, this is life. You just need to be careful of what you're doing. So that's all I have to agree to say for this video, right? Man, it's been 1 week I've been out of work, and I'm losing a lot of money out of my paycheck, and now I have to pay money on medical stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna lose a lot of money just because this situation. But yeah, well, now this will wake me up, and this will tell me to be a lot more careful in life. Well, everybody make mistakes, right? So eventually you will force yourself to change out your habits that's putting you in this situation. Man, this is terrible. Like I got the heating pad. Like I have trouble walking. Like my mom usually drives me to the doctor, but and then I got my dad helping me paying bills and stuff. So yeah, top of a few days ago or yesterday, I even have trouble walking. Like I just need something to hold on to me, something like that. And once in a while, like I tell you like how much in pain I was. Talk about yesterday or the other day, I was really panicking. Like I just didn't know what to do. I was so let me explain how much I went through. So I was about to call 911, but then that's not a good idea because the wait time is too long because that you don't want to go to the hospital and there's one main common reason. I mean two common reasons. Obviously because maybe several. Well, medical goes up definitely, and you're gonna they're gonna send you home if it's not life threatening and third of all because you're gonna catch some disease. And also, because of the global, ever since global pandemic happens, the hospital has just been filled with people. So it's not worth it because chance of you getting that disease is very high, especially right after what happened in 2020, right? When the virus spread like crazy. Now I don't want to say because people know what it is, and I do not want to get in trouble with YouTube again because I don't know, what's with YouTube. They just have a lot more restrictions stuff, so I just have to be careful. Now every single video has to be age restricted because they cannot identify like who's the under the age of 18 watching this video, right? So yeah, I do have to watch out what I say too. So yeah, man. Yeah, so I didn't think it's life threatening. So yeah, it's just like my leg just keeps swelling up, swell and swell. It's just like a balloon, like you're stretching the muscle, and that's how it really hurts. And I check my heart rate. My resting heart rate is 100. When it hurts. Usually my resting heart rate does not ever exceed 70. One time it got to like high 60, but it rarely, it like almost never gets to 70. But it did get 70 one time. But if your resting heart rate doubles, that means that yeah, you're in a lot of pain. So I say that usually my resting heart rate for the past like almost 10 years, no, at least 10 years. Okay, so it's about 50, right? Yes, I say from 110 like how much my pain, I always put like close to 10. Yes, I always like push the schedule, my MRI schedule to like very soon because I'm in pain, but all of a sudden the pain goes away when I just rest and when I just use that machine. So yeah, it's the blood. It has to be the blood clot because when I use ice, if I feel like injuries get a little bit worse, and when I use the heating pad, when I use the the massager, then it somehow became better. So yeah, I guess that overtraining and overworking does damage some blood vessels and stuff, right? Maybe it did. So yeah, because I went through pain for like weeks. And I know I didn't tell you guys in the video, like over throughout the years, I think it's been like 1 year at least, like ever since I run hard, like I always feel pain in my muscle. That should not be the case. Like it should feel sore but not like hurt or pain like in agony, right? Yeah, so it's most likely maybe one of my vessel or maybe one of the valve or my legs or something like that, it's probably acting up or probably, got clot. Well, I'm not obese or anything, but usually blood vessels do get clogged, when you are overweight or when you eat too much fatty food that blocks the vessel. I study health, back in high school, and probably like in college. So, yeah, that's something you have to be, aware of, right? And I've been really healthy throughout the year, but somehow, like bad things just keeps happening, right? Like this is facts. Like people don't want to admit it. Like like if you always think positive or negative, if you think positive, good things always happen, or negative, then bad things always happen. Well, I got my predictions so far correctly. I've been saying that ever since like I don't know 2015 and 2019 ended. I know things are gonna get a lot worse, and it did got worse. Well, to me, I'm just barely into 2023 and I'm already, went through a lot of headaches. I might say this year could be worse than 2020. And I thought 2020 is going to be the worst year ever. I mean, I just want to be honest. Or let me share you my opinion before I end off this video. Like, life has not been normal since 2019. Okay, why? It's obvious facts like COVID, all that drama happened in 2020 and 2021 and 2022. Probably things getting better, and now like 2023, I'm still in pain. This is just based on my vision. I know that 2019, or other older years seems to be much funner year. 2019 was actually interesting, but ever since 2019 left, it's gone. Or even as early as like even the 2015 eras, gone, and things has dropped downhill. Well, I see that things started to change a lot since we head into year 2016. And things just got crazier and crazier and crazier, and because because I keep seeing problems, and now it makes my future, because of my injuries, I thought that I may not be able to run ever again, never run, because of like how much pain I'm dealing with, and it looks like my future isn't bleak. That means I thought I would have no more futures, just because of amount of pain. But it looks like, yeah, it is not life. It could be life threatening, if I just keep this blood clot, or right. I know blood clot does cause high blood pressure and all that stuff, and other health problem. So I'm just glad that I am okay. So yeah, I know that how injuries feel. So for people who went through it, I know how you feel, especially if somebody has to deal with this for many years. Yeah, it's just nothing but suffering, man. We all want to have a calm life, a relaxing life. Life should always be relaxing and never feel like entirety of pain, right? But sometimes you do. Sometimes that's just life. Like things go up and down, and you just have to adjust to it, even though it's not your fault. Things can happen. Things happens. There's just nothing you can control of. But all I can say is that people do make mistakes, right? And they have to learn from it. But if people choose not to learn from their mistake, then that's the only problem. Then that can become a problem. But if you make a mistake for the first time, then it is not a problem. You're just learning. So yeah, there's just probably no more update about me. Yeah, my entire family, and probably for people who care about me, they know they're worried too. But yeah, let's not get worried anymore, man, and just take care of your own problems, right? Because eventually, some of us has a lot of problems. So yeah, I'm just hoping for the rest of 2023 to become better. I say for the first, let's say the first month of 2023 was terrible. That's all I have to say. And the last part of 2022 was worse, because that's when I start visiting doctors and stuff. The last 3 years has not doing me any favor, and the entire 2021 is I'm just laid off, right? Well, I just hate to be correct. When I get this type of prediction correct, I say that, like I said again, like any year after 2019, things are never gonna be normal, and I was right. I was so far correct. So we'll see what happens in the future. We'll just see. But that's all I got, to say in this video, about the MRI result and more updates about me. Thank you for watching, and now I made this video like within 15 minutes and not too long. So yeah, next time I should keep it brief, so that way people don't lose interest in hearing all that talking, right? Bye.